Yes, everyday superpower. We're signing in with a tidbit once again, people. Little bit of dating, a little bit of relationship dynamic on this one, alright? Should I tell my partner? I'm speaking from a male's perspective. I'm speaking to the men here, right? Should I tell my new partner, my current partner of years, about my sexual exploits, my relationships prior to her? Okay? It depends, and it's not going to result in you lying, okay? So there is nothing wrong with accentuating and every once in a while highlighting the fact that you do receive in the present day sexual attention from women, or allow it to be seen firsthand. Nor is it wrong to state the truth about your past. It's not going to do you harm. I know someone as of recent, this is why it sprung to mind, because I know someone as of recent who's got into a bother with a new girlfriend of his, because she asked who a particular girl was who was texting him, okay, on a special occasion. It was nothing, it was nothing overtly sexual or wrong. She just texted him on a particular occasion, just in a thinking of you sort of way, you know what I mean, quite a friendly manner. And the girl he is with has obviously been threatened of this girl. Now you have to consider that, you know what I mean, they're all detectives. Women are all detectives. She knows exactly who this girl is. She's looked at this girl. She's threatened by this girl, and rightfully so, okay? She needs to do a background check on this person, this boy, this man. So she asks him, have you done this and that with this girl? He says no. Okay? Because he thinks that's the best way to deal with it, to say no, we're friends, we're this, we're that. But it hasn't gone as far as that. That's not the truth. So first and foremost, as we should know from this channel where we primarily discuss body language and the dynamics between man and woman, for the most part, alright, we must understand that women can read body language and nonverbal communication innately. Their sex allows them to do so. Their biology, as a survival mechanism, the fairer sex needs to understand who may be a potential threat and read the bodies and the actions and the physiologies of potential threatening men. So they don't consciously do it, they know what they're doing. Men don't know that. So men will project themselves onto the woman thinking, well, if I can't identify when this woman is lying, she won't identify when I'm lying, right? So he's lied to her. So he's done what he's thought is right first and foremost, which I don't agree in, which we'll go into that, okay, as to why I disagree with that and why I don't think you should do that as well personally, given you were in that position. But now he's made himself look like a liar. And when you look like a liar in relation to girls you have had a past with, that's when that's a big trust issue. That's not something you should be doing. So let's talk about it. If he would have said, yes, I slept with her on multiple occasions, it was short-lived, and that's all it is really, then he's a man and he's been honest. And if anything, he is a prize, because women find him attractive and women are willing to go that far, right? A woman told me that her and her friends agreed that their partners were attractive to them initially because other women were comfortable in their presence. It doesn't detract. If you say, oh yeah, you're my first, you're my last, you're my everything, there was never any girls before you, I've saved myself for you, she's going to think, well, what does that make me? I'm here on your level, I'm your other half. What does that make me if you are not desirable and I have settled with you? So it's not a bad thing, because you can say, well, you can't say, you can be honest and be committed to this girl you're with now. We don't cheat around here, we're honourable men. If we need to go stray and speak to other women and do this and that, either it needs to be clearly set forward and understood in the relationship, or you break up and you stay single and free. Okay? We don't lie to people because it's a bad characteristic. Okay? I would never dob anybody in. I would never dob my fellow man in for, unless it was like in regards to my mother or something. I would never dob my fellow man in regards to playing up and acting dirty behind his partner's back. That's none of my business. But I can look at that man and think, right, I have to be a little more careful around you if you can do that, you know? If you can do that. Let alone pull it off, because that's not easy, right? So, when you openly admit your background, you look like you have had success with women, which makes you look appealing, sexy, and it makes you maybe plant a seed in her mind, what makes her think, how have I got this person? And a little bit of insecurity adds a little bit of fun to the relationship, right? And let's speak on our regards. I don't mean to be tight, but when we're playing cat and mouse as men, it's exciting. We don't want to get bored, do we? Women are tenfold that. Their imaginations are vast and ours are but minute. We live in tunnel vision, focused, logical, whereas they live in this big, colourful, incredible world of theirs, right? So it's our job to only enhance that and to create mystique and to create a backstory of ourselves and show us to be larger than life and to have a history, a bold history where we've experimented and we've done incredible things and we've been with her and her at work is very interested in me and her at the bus stop across the road from us is obviously looking at me. Can you see her do that? But I'm with you. So that means you're very special, because look at all of these women who are paying attention to me, right? Loyalty isn't about settling down with the only person who will give you the opportunity. Loyalty is about having all of the opportunities to do whatever you want in the world, but choosing to go against that and to stick with that whom you love. Yeah? Makes sense? If I lie and say, no, I've had no sexual relations with that woman, and she finds out I'm lying, is that giving her the green? Is that giving her the open door to go behind my back and do the same thing, right? Is she going to mirror me? Why wouldn't she mirror me? She's my other half. We are yin and yang at this point. We are in a relationship. How I act is going to reflect on my other half. It's my half and half. So yeah, you shouldn't go out of your way to make people like overtly jealous, but it's not going to do you any harm to every once in a while revise the fact that you are good looking, that you are attractive, that you do have the potential to go stray, that you don't need anyone because you can find somebody else. That's not a matter of being harsh. That's a matter of being a confident, independent man who doesn't need attachment to anything because you are so self-secure that you can get everything back. Your woman, your home, your house, your finances, your life, anything Okay, you can lose it all, but that doesn't matter because what you've got is inside of you. So there's nothing wrong with sprinkling on the fact that people are attracted to you. Why would you be ashamed of that? Why would you lie about that? It's completely backwards. Don't be so scared of winding up the person you're with, because it's going to do the exact opposite, and it's going to be a self-fulfilling fantasy. Self-fulfilling prophecy. I got fantasies on the mind. You see that? I'm talking about women. Self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Someone attractive is on the telly. She's alright. She looks good. Wind your partner up a little bit. Don't go out of your way to attack insecurities and be mean. But let her know that you've still got it. You've not settled down. You haven't been domesticated like a cat purely because this woman has come into your life and now suddenly you're powerless. Because that's not the masculine. The masculine is the dominant force within reason. So remain in that frame, remain the individual she fell in love with, and that's the individual who she found attractive and sexy and sexual. She didn't fall in love with you because she thought you were some loner who just doesn't receive any kind of positive attention or energy from anyone, full stop. She hasn't fallen in love with you because of that. She wouldn't fall in love with you because of that. So don't become that person. Tell her. Talk to her about it. Don't be frightened to hear about her past. If she wants to get even with you, let her get even. Do you think she's been alone for her entire life before she got with you? She's a virgin when she met. She was 16 years old when you met, blah, blah, blah. She went through puberty at some point. She had feelings for someone before you. Get over it. That's completely fine. We're human. We're animal. I'm signing out. Everyday Superpower. Peace.